Good morning. Welcome. It's a KLN Makeup Minute. I'm going to start by priming my entire face with the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. I have a very large moving truck sitting out in front of my window right now, so it's a little distracting as I'm watching all this. So I'm going to try and stay focused here. Welcome. My kids went to school today, all day. No delays, no snow day. They are back in school. It's a good day. Good morning. I just put Glorious Face and Eye Primer all over my face, and now I'm going to add our eye primer to the lids of my eyes. You are tuning in to a KLN Makeup Minute. I've got a fun look for you today, and I also have a product to show you that has not been available for quite some time because it is so popular. So you need to stick around and watch and see what that product is, okay? We have 3 action words today: blue skies, match me, and sublime. So you have to wait around and see what each one means. Thanks for tuning in. You can go to the top of my page and click follow if you'd like to see more of these tutorials. Also, if you're new here, make sure you comment below, "I'm new," and that way I can go back after this is over and just welcome you and thanks for watching. Also, if someone shares this video, thank you. But if another unique presenter shares this video, you can always go back to her and she can help you with these products. If you don't have a Y girl, that's a unique girl, I can be that person. I would love to help you out in helping you start out your new makeup game. All right, are you ready to get started? So we are going to do kind of a blue skies look. We're gonna use 2 products. Are you ready for it? Let me get my brushes ready. Actually, yeah, that works good. All right, we're gonna use 2 products here. We're gonna use 2 Splurge cream shadows. One of my favorite ways to do my eyes is to use just 2 of the Splurge cream shadows. And you can mix and match these shadows like no one's business. They look so good together. So the first one we're gonna do is Ferocious. Now I know that looks super scary, okay? But this is a great outer corner color. It's a fabulous all over just one smoky eye, okay? You can also use this as a liner. So this is a great product for just multi-use different looks, all right? We're gonna start by using the cream shadow brush. Getting it on the brush, all right? Start in the outer corner, and what you're gonna do is kind of draw yourself a little barrier. You see that? And then you're going to pull that in. You're gonna pull it across the crease bone. Not really pull it, you're pressing it. I had this discussion with somebody yesterday. With the Splurge cream shadows, it's very important that you start out just pressing the color on, okay? Now, some of them are gonna glide a little easier than others. It really depends on the color and the makeup of each color, how exactly it's going to apply. But overall, the Splurge cream shadows work best when you press them on. You will find that the shimmers have a little bit more creaminess to them than the mattes, okay? That's because they're really 2 different products. We call them both Splurge because they are a cream shadow and they go on as a cream but dry to a powder. But the creams and shimmers are very different in their makeup and how they apply, but you're going to get a very, very similar look in the sense that they're going to be very rich and velvety and fabulous. Okay, so we've just drug this in, and I'm going to stop right about the middle of my eye. It looks scary, I know, don't be scared. Draw a barrier here and press it in. How many of you watched the last Makeup Minute? Did you try the liner as your eyeshadow? Did anyone try that? I'm curious to know how it went for you. Okay, so we're just pressing that and pulling it in. Okay, right about mid-eye. It looks very scary. I look like something off of Star Wars. All right, now you're going to take a crease brush or a stiff bristled brush, okay? And you're gonna, remember I told you this goes on as a cream, but it dries to a powder, so you can really blend it out. Okay. All right, see how much softer that is now? Just wait. All right, so if you saw my post, you said, I'm out of here. Well, that is because on Saturday, Luke and I leave for vacation. We are, does anyone remember where I told you we were going? So excited. We've never been before. And honestly, I haven't found very many people that have been to where we're going. I've asked around. I've only met a few people. So we leave on Saturday for Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos. Does anyone know which way you're supposed to say it? I'm not even sure. We'll be there for a week. I cannot wait. It's so cold and snowy here. I'm about to lose my mind. Okay. So we blended that all out. All right. So next we're going to take another cream shadow brush. Let's see. And we're going to use the color, nope, not that color, we just used that color. We're going to use the color Amused. See the blue theme here? So we are only using 2 products today, 2 Splurge cream shadows, Ferocious and Amused. So if you love this look by the time I complete it, all you have to do is comment blue skies and we can get you started with this gorgeous look. All right, so you're gonna go in with the Amused, okay? Now Ferocious was a metallic, okay? So you're gonna have a little bit of just, it's gonna catch the light, where Amused is very matte, okay? And we're gonna start in the inner corner and just press. Especially with the mattes, you wanna make sure that you press so that you get that really rich velvet look. All the way over, okay? Don't worry, we got some blending to do, okay? Press it in. So yeah, we're really excited to leave. We've got great childcare for our kids, so that's exciting and helpful. One of the things that Luke and I talked about as our life began to change a little bit when I started my own business, my own makeup business. We live in the middle of the country and it's cold and yucky and we hate the weather and we're really kind of ocean people. We'd love to live near the ocean. But one of the things we talked about and realized as a family that like where we live is really good. Great school systems. It's just a good place to raise kids. It's really, really inexpensive. Okay. You get a lot for your money. And, so we talked and our final decision of whether or not we would stay where we are basically came down to, well, we'll stay here because it's good for our kids. The school system's great. I love my house. It's cheap to live here if we travel a lot. So you're going to notice on my Facebook wall a lot more travels from the Newtons this year. And that's basically because that's what we've decided as a family is the way we would like to live. We want to not live extravagantly day to day so that we can make memories and go places and experience things and take the kids places so that we have the ability to do that. So the Newtons have a lot on their schedule this year, but I'm really excited about it. It's really our first year of living this way. And I'm nervous, but I'm excited and I think it's going to be really fun. Okay, so let's blend this out. So our first trip of 2018 is Turks and Caicos, although this is without the kids. Okay, so you see I'm just doing a windshield wiper motion, all right? Isn't that pretty? It looks like the sky, doesn't it? That's why I called it the Blue Skies or the Blue Skies combo. That's what we'll call it. All right, let's blend here. I love how the Splurge cream shadows blend to a really soft finish. It's just unlike any other product you'll put on your eyes. Okay. What do you think? That's super pretty, right? We're not finished. Don't worry. There's a whole, you know, we got to finish this all up. Okay, so we go to Turks and Caicos, and we'll be there for a week. And then we come back, and we're here for a few days, and we'll go to Newport Beach, California for a leadership retreat for the top leaders in my company. I've been there. This will be my 3rd time going. It's really fun. I love to spend that time with the people in our corporate offices and the other top leaders in my company. So we get to do that. And then, and then, then I come back, and this is really exciting. I come back, and a few days later, we are having the first annual, well, I shouldn't say annual because I don't know that it's going to be annual. We're having the first ever, we'll just say it like that, the first ever all Team Flourish retreat. So you may remember if you've followed me or watched me for a while that every year I do a retreat for the leaders that are in my company, my personal company, and it's fabulous. They have to earn it, and they get to come and we do amazing things. One year we did massages, we did a photo shoot last year. I have it in this big huge mansion with a pool, and it's super fun. But we got to thinking this year, how fun would it be for the entire team, like, to be together? So when I get back from Newport Beach, we are going to a retreat center, and about 85, there are about 4,000 women on Team Flourish, but about 85 women are getting together. You didn't have to earn it. There were no requirements to come in. You just had to get there for 2 nights, and we're going to do lots of team bonding and training and just super fun. So I have a very busy schedule starting this weekend. But it's so good, like everything's so good. So I'm using our liquid gold, okay? The Liquid Touch Foundation. I'm gonna drop a dropper full. My color is Velour, and I'm a color matching magician, so I can color match you in about 30 seconds. So that's our second action word. If you'd like me, and you're not a presenter, if you would like me to color match you, just comment below, match me, and I'll send you a quick message and we'll get you color matched so you know exactly which color you will wear right now this time of year. So I put a little bit in my dish. I'm going to use our liquid foundation brush, and I'm going to just dot this all over my face. All right. And then you just blend it in. The thing about this foundation is that it does go on as a liquid, so you're going to get the coverage of a liquid foundation, but it dries really, really light like a powder. So it's going to look like you don't have makeup on, but that you have flawless skin. So that's pretty magical, and why we call it liquid gold. This is the product that went viral 2 years ago. I know you've probably heard me talk about it. They came out with the liquid foundation at our national convention a couple of years ago, and we had no idea then just how amazing it was going to be. It went totally viral, and they sold out of a 6-month supply of the foundation in 6 weeks. So we were out of stock for weeks. It was crazy, but we're good now. We have plenty for you. So just say match me, and I'll send you a quick message, and we'll get you your perfect foundation match. Great, Lindsay. I'll send you a message in just a bit. All right, it's blended in. Now, we can't stay like this, right? I always tell you that, like, this is great, but now you're very one-dimensional. What do I mean by that? It's just very, right? We've got to add a little bit to this. So I love our bronzer. I think it's amazing, but I wanted to show you another way that you can kind of warm up your face and bronze it, or contour it a little bit. So I'm using our pressed shadow in Astute. Many of you may have Astute. I'm going to use our blusher brush. Just get a little bit on there. And we're just going to use it to bring some warmth and dimension to our face. So we're dragging it along the jawline and then doing circular motions. And pull it down. So you could do this with bronzer, or, like I said, I'm using Astute. Start in your jawline up here, or hairline, not jawline, and pull it down. Okay, see that? And then blend up. And blend up. You have to stick around to see how I finish these eyes off, okay? All right, then we're gonna pull it down our nose, and this is going to give the appearance of a thinner nose. How awesome is that? Wind it down. And then right here in the, now if you have a very small forehead, you don't need to do this. Because what this is doing is it's kind of pulling the attention back down to your eyes. But if your forehead's really short, you don't want to make it shorter, right? See what I'm saying? And that's true for any of this. So if you have a really thin nose and you're actually not wanting to make it look more thin, then you could actually pull the contouring down the center and it would widen it out a little bit, okay? Most people want to create a more thin looking nose, but I know some people are like, no, mine's thin enough. I would like, I haven't met anyone yet that's told me they don't want more cheekbone. So this is the cheekbone part. All right, let's add a little bit of blush. I'm going to use the color Spirited, and this is a limited edition color. It's also my favorite color. I just saw someone ask me if I'm going to Cancun. I'm absolutely going to Cancun. One of our incentive trips this year is to Cancun, Mexico. I will be about halfway to earning it after this month. So yes, I'm excited, and Luke is coming to Cancun with me this year, which I'm super excited about. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of highlight. This is the color Pearly. Nope, it's not. This is the color Benevolent. And I'm just creating just a little bit of shimmer on the top of my cheekbones to catch that light and make them even taller and brighter. Okay, let's do some brows and then let's finish these eyes. Brow brush, gotta have it with the brow palette. It is amazing. You need this in your life. I'm just shading in the first 3/4 of my brow with the number 1 color, okay? I'm really just following the shape of my brow. Okay? Then I'm gonna take number 2 and shade in the last 1/4 of the brow. And what you wanna make sure you do is you line up the edge of your eye with the edge of your brow. Okay, that's where your brow should end, not up here. That's where mine ends. It's not a good look. Down here. I think brow styles are the hardest ones to change. Do you guys agree? I think it's really hard to get someone who has been used to wearing like really thin brows most of their life to go with a thicker look, and then vice versa, right? I am one of those people that didn't even know there was a such thing as like brow styles. No idea. So my brows have always looked like this when they weren't supposed to, right? In the 90s, I had no clue, no idea. Now I know, but now my brows are in style. So maybe that's the right thing to do, right? Okay, let's go back with Ferocious. I'm gonna dip my Blurred Cream Shadow brush in there, and I'm gonna just line the bottom of my eye with the tip of my brush. And I'm going about to where my lashes stop, okay? This Blurred Cream Shadow brush is pretty important in applying these products because it's a synthetic brush, and that's what you want with creams and liquids, is a synthetic brush, not a natural hair brush. Okay, so I'm going to use the crease brush to just blend that out. And don't be afraid to bring some color under your eye. I know a lot of people are. I think it really brings your eyes out. It keeps a unity with the top of your eye. You like that? Uniformity. All right, and then, where did my other brush go? Oh, here it is. Then we're gonna take some of the Amused, same thing, only we're gonna do it in the inner corner. I want to keep the inner corner nice and bright. Okay. And then just blend it. All right, the liner I'm going to use is actually called Precarious. Where did I get my shirt? Amazon. Yeah, that's where I got it. All right, this is just like a navy blue liner. And if you have brown eyes, you need to get Precarious. How many brown eye girls do I have on here? You need to get Precarious if you have brown eyes. It looks so good. This look would look beautiful on brown eyes, actually. This whole look. Okay. Then just come into your waterline. You can bring it down here on the waterline. I've heard so many people tell me that their eyes water when they do their waterline. Actually, you will get used to it. They'll stop watering the more you do it. But again, I do this just to create uniformity, and I think I made that word up. And I think it makes you look less tired. It's that whole idea of getting rid of any redness that's in your eyes. It makes you look a lot less tired. Okay, let's keep going. Lashes. Did any of you hear my husband's voice the other night? Pretty amazing, right? So we were driving to pick my daughter up from my mom and found out that The Voice was doing auditions in Indianapolis. And we made up cheers. We did chants to try and get my husband to do it. No, he wasn't having it. Luke likes to be prepared for things like that. Many of you may not realize, so Luke and I work full-time together now doing this business, but he actually is a musician. And not just like he says he's a musician, like he truly is a musician. He has a degree in music. His degree is in vocal performance. I met him in college where he was studying this. He was actually there on a scholarship for his voice. And here's a little tidbit you may not know about Luke and I. I actually, I heard him sing before we got married. I heard him sing one time. It was in a talent show, and he sang More Than Words. Anybody, I know I'm dating myself again, but anybody know the song More Than Words? Okay, well then you know that there are some notes in that song that very few people in life can reach. And so I remember standing there, and we had only been on one date, and the person next to me said, there's no way this kid is going to be able to hit that note. There's no way. And so I was like, oh, like, why did he choose a song he's not going to be able to sing? And he sang it and completely killed it. And the guy next to me was like, holy cow. I don't know anything about music, so I was just impressed. I was like, well, okay, so maybe I should go on another date with this guy. So we dated, still never really heard him sing until after we got married. And he had to do, if any of you are in music, then you know that you have to do like vocal recitals, right? So he had his recital. We got married while we were in college, and my whole family came, all my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, my parents, and he had to sing like a classical, like operatic style in different languages. Okay, so I marry this guy. I know he's in music. I know he has a good voice. I don't know that he can sing in different languages. I don't know that he can sing classically. Okay, this is what happens when you get married at 19, okay? So he starts singing, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, who did I just marry? And my whole family's sitting in the row, and they're all like looking down at me like, why did you keep this from us? I'm like, I didn't know. So that was a nice little surprise after getting married, that I find out my husband has this crazy amazing voice. that most people dream of having. I had like my very own Josh Groban living in my house. So anyway, so he's been in music for over 15 years, and plays the guitar. He's really good at the guitar. His schooling is classical, but he's also a country boy at heart. So yes, he is a tenor, and he'll kill me because I don't know what kind of tenor he is, but he's like that, like rare high tenor that very many people are not. Do you know what I'm talking about? So that's what he is. He sang at, when we graduated, he sang at our baccalaureate. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Okay, enough about that. So if you want this Blue Skies duo, just comment below blue skies, and we'll talk about these Splurge cream shadows. They're amazing. No, it's not falsetto. That's what's different. It's actually not his falsetto. It's actually his voice. It's pretty cool. I do know that about music. If you are interested in the liquid gold and the liquid concealer and all that goes along with that, the primer, just comment below match me, and I'll make sure that we get the right color for you. Okay, finally, we are going to do the color that has been out of stock forever, Sublime. So where are my neutrals? Okay, where are my neutral ladies who, and you might be a neutral and a bold, because I am. I love to go bold on my lips, but occasionally, not occasionally, probably more often than not, I like a neutral lip. So I'm just overlining my lip a little bit with the Prudent, just to give the appearance of a bigger lip. But you don't necessarily need the liner, okay? Now, you are going to want this color. So get ready, because the action word is Sublime, and I'll send you a quick message so that you can grab this before it's gone again, because it was gone because it is so popular and everybody wants it, but it's back. All right. This is the color Sublime. It is our liquid lipstick. So it is a matte lipstick, but you can add a gloss to it too if you want to have it look really glossy and pretty. Okay. And there you have it. There is your perfect matte nude lip. It's called Sublime. So just comment Sublime if you're interested in this color. Blue Skies if you love the splurge. Match me if you want to know your perfect foundation match. I can match you in about 30 seconds. So hopefully you love this as much as I do. Have a fabulous day. I'll be back one more time before I go on vacation for the week to Turks and Caicos, which definitely you want to tune in. I will be posting pictures and just fun things that we're doing so that you can kind of just see what it's like, because not very many people have been there, right? All right, have a fabulous day. Thanks for tuning into this KLN Makeup Minute. Feel free to share this if you find it valuable, and I'll send you a quick message if you wanted any of these products. Thanks a lot. Bye.